Well, hello everybody out there in Atlanta. It's Chris from HHN with another exciting episode of My Talking Head. Once again, I cannot do an edited video for you guys today, so it's going to have to be a one-take vlog. I don't have to work today, but I actually have to go to a follow-up appointment with my doctor in about an hour here, so I don't have time to edit everything down for you guys. So you get a one-take vlog. I have to go meet family afterwards. I was at the park yesterday, so I missed the Blumhouse announcement because I was down at Universal Studios with family that's from New York, and I have to go meet them after the doctor's appointment today. So I don't have time to sit down and physically do an edited video for you guys. So you guys get a one-take vlog. I do want to quickly address the Blumhouse of Horrors announcement from yesterday. It is the house that I referred to a couple of my talking heads back that was going to rub some people the wrong way. I knew people were going to hate on this house, and lo and behold, people are hating on it. They don't like it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, this lineup is actually kind of strong. So, you know, it's one house. I would say there are two houses, just like last year. I said the same thing. There are two houses that may not be as strong, but this is, this is the one that everyone seems to be hating on. So, and I kind of knew that was coming. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to Happy Death Day. That is why it's not dead last on my list. And I will go into more detail on the hype lists at a later time. I cannot do that today. Probably you're looking around Sunday, so I could do an entire edited vlog for you guys about my hype list. We're going to move on from Blumhouse, and we're going to talk about today's announcement. The final announcement. All has been revealed. The Halloween Horror Nights 28 lineup is here. Scary Tales, Deadly Ever After. Now, I'm sure some of you guys, you might not have known it was Scary Tales, but in the chatter that was going around the internet in the past months or so, a lot of people thought this was going to be a direct Wizard of Oz inspired house. And while the Wicked Witch of the West is involved in this house, it is not a direct Wizard of Oz style house. I found this out quite a while ago, actually, that it was not that. So when I kept reading people talking about, speculated maps and things of that nature, that it was going to be a Wizard of Oz inspired house or a sequel to Path of the Wicked, which was back in 2008, or, our house version of that. I was like, well, there's some caveats to that. The witch, the Wicked Witch, is involved in this house. She has twisted the fairy tales around her, and we're going to be walking through those fairy tales, which I actually cannot wait for. It was also revealed today on that there was a Periscope roundtable talk that they did today, where I'm surprised they didn't really advertise for this. It was just like, oh, hey guys, we've got everyone together here on Periscope to talk about Halloween Horror Nights 28. And if you stick around to the end, we have a surprise, which of course was the announcement of Scary Tales. It was revealed in that roundtable discussion that the splatter that Mike Aiello teased earlier in the year, the scene called Splatter, comes from this house. It involves Humpty Dumpty, and he has been splattered all over the walls and will not be putting himself back together again. And there's going to be a smell in there, a rotten egg type of smell, because Humpty Dumpty, of course, is an egg. So there's that. I really like the Scary Tales franchise that Horror Nights has done over the last, 18 years or so now. 19 years? Is it 18 years? I think the first one was in 2001 or 2000, somewhere along those lines, or in that time frame. I love this sort of franchise. I'm a big fan of Scary Tales when they do not just Horror Nights, but in general, when Scary Tales do adaptations that are dark. That do some sort of twisted version of that scary tale, or of that fairy tale, not Scary Tales. Because Scary Tales Scary Tales, I keep wanting to call it Scary Tales. Fairy tales by their nature are sort of, at least a lot of them are like dark, sort of fables for children. What not to do, what to do. Little Red Riding Hood, for example, is really a story about don't talk to strangers. It's one of those. It's just one of those types of things. So I love when they do like that type of twist on it. And I love, like I said, the Horror Nights, the way that they've done this over the course of however many years now. So I was really looking forward to this house, especially when I found out that it's going to, not necessarily Wizard of Oz, but the Wicked Witch was the person behind it. And there's this, in this instance, not the first time we've seen Wizard of Oz in a Scary Tales house either. I believe we had it in 2008, the Scary Tales house. In that year, Wizard of Oz was represented. It was somewhere in that Scary Tales time frame that the Wizard of Oz was in there. So not the first time we've had Wizard of Oz in a Scary Tales house, But I am really looking forward to this house. I really want to see what they do here. Like I said, I've been hearing about this house for a long time, and so it's high up on the hype list. So Scary Tales, Deadly Ever After. That's it. We have, our lineup is complete. All 10 houses, more houses than ever before, obviously. We have our scare zones. We have our show. What else did they reveal today? They revealed on that roundtable discussion, after the roundtable discussion, they revealed that they're adding 2 days to the event. We have September 19th, and we also have September 26th, I believe, which makes sense because the 27th is the night that's been bought out, or the day that's been bought out by a company, which they did last year. And I kind of thought last year they were going to add Wednesday, just to sort of make up for the fact that they're losing a day. They didn't do that last year, and I wonder if they kind of learned their lesson this year, so they added the day before, which is the Wednesday, the 26th. So that's a thing. What else? On that roundtable thing, they also showed some of the merchandise. There's, of course, a lot of Stranger Things stuff. They've got hats. They've got shirts. They showed a Trick or Treat shirt on there. Somebody had a mug. I believe it was a Stranger Things mug. They all had like different Horror Nights glasses, some tumblers and stuff like that were from other years. But somebody had a Stranger Things mug, and I'm not sure if that was just a generic Stranger Things mug or if it's one that they're actually going to be selling in the parks. So there's that. Talked a little bit about like the loose 80s theme that's going on, because there is an 80s theme, but it is a very loose theme. So it's not, like I said in a previous video, it's not like in your face. It's just kind of there. When you have a vast majority of these houses take place in the 80s, or they're films that came out in the 80s. So there's, or you have Stranger Things, which takes place in the 80s. So there is there's that loose sort of connective tissue there of an 80s theme. This year has a lot of potential, but it also has a lot of potential to fail. There's a lot of really high concept things that they're doing. But I would say this is probably the strongest lineup I've seen for houses since Halloween Horror Nights 2011, where some people might not like Lady Luck that year. Those houses were extremely good. So, there was only one house that year really that was kind of, not very good in my opinion. Well, this has that potential. This has the potential to beat that year. And with 10 houses, that's a lot of houses, a lot of good houses, a lot of good potential houses. So that is it, guys. Everything's been announced. I would really say, even though Halloween 4 is not high on my hype list, it's at the bottom. I would say that Blumhouse is probably the odd man out this year. Everyone seems to not like this house. Like I said earlier, I'm not surprised. I'm really more surprised at the response to Halloween 4. I really thought more people were going to not be on board with that, because I think a lot of people were expecting the new Halloween coming, and it's just Halloween 4. It just seems so random. It's like Halloween 4, But nevertheless, people seem to kind of dig it. There's that one seems to be all over the place in terms of hype. But it is what it is. I will have an edited hype vlog that's coming, probably not until Sunday or sometime next week. Because I have things to do, and depending on what's going on with my medical stuff, I don't know. I might have to go to more specialists and things of that nature. I don't know. It is what it is. But that's it, guys. That is it. Everything has been revealed. The event is 20 some odd days away, 25 or 24 days away, somewhere along those lines. It is what it is. We're almost there. The turnstiles await us. Coming up rather quickly. But that's it for me. Sorry about the no edited vlog again. But like I said, I have to go to the doctors. So I'm not going to be family afterwards. It is what it is. But I will talk to you guys on my house hype list. There might be a My Talking Head Live somewhere in between there as well. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later.